Hey there, and welcome to MindFuel English. Today we're talking about a feeling many people quietly carry. That moment when you try different paths and none of them seem to lead anywhere. When you give effort, but nothing feels right. When pushing forward feels exhausting and stepping back feels empty. Take a breath. You're not alone, and you're not failing. There are times in life when effort doesn't bring clarity. You work harder, but feel more confused. You slow down, but feel stuck. You change direction, but nothing settles. It feels like whatever you do, it doesn't quite fit. And that can be deeply frustrating. But here's a gentle truth. When nothing seems to work, it doesn't always mean you're doing something wrong. Sometimes it means you're doing the right things in the wrong place. We're often taught that more effort solves everything. Try harder, push more, don't stop. But life doesn't always respond to pressure. Sometimes progress asks for adjustment instead of force. When effort feels wasted, it may be because your energy no longer matches the structure you're giving it to. You're growing, but the space you're in hasn't grown with you. This is an uncomfortable realization because it's easier to believe we're not trying enough than to admit we may need change. But needing change doesn't mean you failed. It means you evolved. There is a difference between effort that builds and effort that drains, and learning to tell them apart is a form of wisdom. Let me tell you a story. I once spoke with someone who said, "I do everything I'm supposed to do, but I feel empty." They followed the rules, they stayed consistent, they showed discipline, but something inside them felt disconnected. Not because they lacked motivation, but because they had outgrown the direction they were pouring themselves into. Their effort wasn't wrong. It was misaligned. Misalignment often feels like confusion. You don't feel fully committed, but you don't feel ready to walk away. You keep trying, but without satisfaction. This in-between state is painful, but it's also meaningful. It's a signal. Not to quit, but to reassess. Sometimes life isn't asking you to do more, it's asking you to do different. Sometimes it's not about how much you give, but where you give from. You are not empty. You are not incapable. You may simply be investing in something that no longer reflects who you are becoming. Let's ground this with 3 gentle reminders. First, being stuck is often part of transition. Second, confusion can be a sign of internal growth. Third, not every pause means stagnation. Some pauses protect you from going further in the wrong direction. Ask yourself this quietly. Where am I giving effort that no longer feeds me? And also, what am I avoiding because I'm afraid it won't work? You don't need immediate answers. Clarity often comes after honesty, not before. There are seasons in life where results slow down, not to punish you, but to redirect you. These moments invite reflection. They invite recalibration. They invite you to listen more closely to yourself. Growth doesn't always feel productive. Sometimes it feels uncertain before it feels right. Let's look at 3 useful expressions from today. Misalignment, when effort and direction don't match. Reassessment, the act of reviewing and adjusting your path. Redirection, changing course without giving up movement. your gentle challenge for this week. When effort feels heavy, don't immediately blame yourself. Instead, ask, is this still aligned with who I am becoming? If the answer feels unclear, allow yourself time. That space may be exactly what you need. Thanks for listening to MindFuel English. If nothing seems to work right now, remember, this moment may not be an ending. It may be an invitation to choose differently. Feed your mind, improve your English, and I'll see you in the next episode.